Okay, so if you're ready to see what I've bought, I'm going to show you first of all today the trinkets, like the cheaper things that I bought that are going to be a little bit more low cost on my sites, because I think it's really important on your online platforms to have a really good mixture of price ranges, because you want those low ticket, low cost items for people to be introduced to you. So getting things for £5, £10 that's still going to make you a good profit, but will introduce people to your world. So when they receive your package and it's like really nicely done and really well parceled together, they're more tempted to come back and buy again. So first up, I found this really lovely brass etched bowl, which I just think is absolutely gorgeous. I sell an awful lot of brass. I absolutely love selling metals, glassware, artwork, candle holders, that kind of thing. So this I was delighted to find, and you can see the pattern there, really lovely. So very typical of the Indian brass, enamelled, etched, lovely trinket bowl, and quite a nice size as well. And that cost me £2. So I was really pleased with that find. Next up is this gorgeous, another brass piece, wall pocket. So this is actually antique. These were used in the late 1800s, early 1900s. They're originally like match holders, so lighting the fires and then just a kind of pocket next to the fireplace to throw the matches in. But nowadays, these are beautiful sconces, wall sconces, hang on the wall. People use them to display flowers and things. They're just really gorgeous. And this one has got kind of guy there playing some kind of trumpet or something. It's in really good condition, and I paid for this £2.50. So I'm really chuffed with that. Okay, next. This is a brass pot, another piece of brass. I always go for the metals, and it's all etched, really pretty. You can see there. It needs a really good clean, so I am going to kind of polish this up. And this is a holy water pot, so it's a religious piece, but little screw top there. Tell me what you think, whether you've seen one of these before. It's in really good condition, so just with a good clean, that's going to make a beautiful piece just for like the vintage shelf. Like my shelf up here changes, I change my pieces all around, look really pretty. Obviously could be used as a small vase or even a trinket holder, but yeah, absolutely love that. And this little pot, I was so chuffed. I paid £2.50 for that. So yeah, what do you think about that? My final piece of brass from this little collection today is this. I love these, and these sell really well for me, and it's a trivet, and absolutely gorgeous. It's got hearts and a star shape in the middle there, a little pot trivet, beautiful for your styling in your little vintage kitchen. So gorgeous. So again, I'll give that a little clean up, and it'll be ready to go. And for this, I only paid 50p. So I was chuffed when I found that. They're not that particularly old. They're 1980s, but they look super cute, and people really do love these trivets. So they're useful and they're pretty, and they're just a nice touch for your kitchen. Right, moving on. I don't sell a lot of ceramics because I've spoken in another episode. I don't enjoy selling ceramics. Even though in this area, we're kind of Manchester, Cheshire border, we're not that far from Staffordshire. We get absolutely tons of it in the charity shops. So if you were going to go into ceramics, you've got rich pickings. There's so much beautiful, beautiful stuff. And if you know your stuff, you can find some amazing things. We're very lucky. We have the only Bernardo's vintage store in the country. It's actually called Bernardo's Vintage here in Cheadle, where I live, near Stockport. And it has the most amazing range of ceramics. So they do sift through in their stores and find the best pieces and send it to Bernardo's Vintage. And sometimes those pieces are on sale for bargain prices. So go and check it out if you're in the area. But one type of ceramic that I do really look out for and I love is Portuguese ceramics in particular. They're just so pretty. And this is a Bordello Pinero plate. And there it is. It's just immaculate in such lovely, lovely condition with the little berries added on there. It's just very pretty. I've sold a lot of the green leaf Bordello plates before, and this particular plate cost me £3. Okay, again, another piece of ceramic ware, but just because I loved it. So I will pick up the small pieces, the hand-painted pottery pieces, and I do pick up small studio pottery pieces, but I'm not into kind of like the blue and white stuff anymore. I don't want to sell that anymore. But this, I just loved. It's a gorgeous, I think it's at Tony Raymond Pottery of England. I haven't done any research, but I just liked it. It's a little marmalade pot. It says marmalade on the top. Very bright colours, really pretty. My family want to keep this. They were just like, oh, that can go on the kitchen shelf. I will probably keep it, and believe it or not, that only cost me 90p. So yeah, it's a little bargain. If I do decide to sell it, maybe later we'll see, you know, something that you could, I'd probably sell for like £5 or £6. It's just a pretty little trinket piece, but nice, I thought. What do you think about that? If you look back over my Instagram page, you'll see, or in my store stuff, you'll see that I have sold in the past a lot of onyx, and particularly candle holders and onyx vases. So I was quite chuffed when I found this piece the other day. It's an onyx goblet. Really pretty, excellent condition. Never actually sold one of these before, but this only cost me £1, so I thought it was worth a punt. And actually, you know, with some little spring flowers in it or something, it's really pretty. It does sell well. People do like this stuff. And for a quid, I thought, why not? Give it a try. But are you an onyx fan? Let me know what you think. When I have these items for sale, I do put them up on my shelf here, or in our lounge. We have a couple of lovely shelves, and these pieces do look actually really, really nice on the shelf. It depending on your colour scheme, of course. We're mad on green, you've probably noticed. In the lounge, we've got like a very deep teal green, and these stand out really lovely, the onyx pieces against that. So they're very high quality, very unusual. This is all cast from one piece. It looks a little bit like that might have been stuck on, but it isn't. It's one piece, and all obviously very unique because of the markings and the colourings there. But yeah, I love that. Would love to know your thoughts. I sell a lot of artwork, vintage prints and frames and original artwork. Find a lot of pieces, and I am actually going to do a separate episode about the artwork that I found the other day and the frames. But this one was just in the box with these, so I thought I'd show you now. Is a really lovely kind of rustic needlepoint. So you can see there poppies, really kind of open weave, just a really classic piece, and I just think that would look so nice on somebody's vintage wall gallery. It's an original, obviously, handmade, beautiful. I will list this now, but obviously I can imagine near Remembrance Sunday this is going to be a desirable piece, but like it isn't, there's no sign or anything. I don't know who's made it, but it has been professionally framed, so it's ready to hang. And for that I paid £1.20. Sorry, the light is reflecting there. £1.20 for this handcrafted. So it's going to go on my wall in the hallway where we've got some sort of vintage pieces. But yeah, isn't she beautiful? I do love to look out for these. So yeah, I thought that was quite cute and worth buying. I think the thrill of charity shopping and thrifting and car boots and flea markets and all of that is just never knowing what you're going to find, and things just draw you in. So I am not particularly religious at all, but I do find that religious pieces are so interesting and pretty and sell really well as well. There's, you know, really kind of nice demand for them, and I'm not surprised really. And I found this and it's a little dried flower oval brass, and the wording says God knows about tomorrow. I just think that's absolutely stunning. It cost me 50p, and I know somebody's going to love and treasure that, and it's a real unique one-off piece. I'm trying to show you so that you can see the flowers there are all hand laid, pressed, dried flowers. So yeah, a little cutie one-off little piece there that I just grabbed because it's so attractive and pretty, and I know somebody's going to really love that. A complete shift for me now. This piece, when I was hunting, I was a little bit, I ummed and ahed over this. I've got to say, I was like, I don't know. I really don't know. I have seen these sell really well, so I thought I'd give it a try, and I know that anything with cats sells really well. So I found this lovely vintage sewing basket, and it is in such gorgeous condition. It's got fabric, padded fabric all the way around. It's really super. It's handmade in the Philippines, it says on the bottom there. Kind of woven Hansel, cat image on the top there, and then inside it's in really good nick. So I'll give that a really good clean out, but it doesn't smell or anything. It's like it is really pretty, and I thought, well, I will see what happens with that. I've no idea how that'll go, but I paid £3 for that, so I thought it was worth a risk. Let me know if you've ever sold a traditional sort of sewing basket like this. I would love to know. But yeah, I thought I'd try that. I'll keep you posted. Okay, I sell a lot of wood as well. That's something that I always keep an eye out for, particularly hand-turned wooden candle holders, things like that. Really pretty. And this is a hand-turned bud vase that I found. And it's got floral etchings on there. Just unusual, really. I'm going to give it a bit of a polish up, a clean up. Some of that is actually the price sticker. So this cost me £3. Again, I did and ah a little bit because it's kind of a little bit time worn. It does need a little bit of energy just to bring this back, but I thought it was so unusual and pretty. It just stood out. I love the shape. It's so unique, isn't it? I mean, you're not going to find that in IKEA. And somebody has it's hand laid. The marquetry, I think they call this, don't they, when they kind of hand lay a pattern, and it's got these kind of floral etchings on, and I just really liked that. So I'm quite sure that will go, and I will keep you posted. Look out for it on my pages, and we'll see how long it takes to sell. But yeah, really beautiful. Okay, going a little bit more modern now, because I'm not just like antiques. I do sell kind of modern pieces as well that just jump out at me, and I think unique home decor is what I'm about here. And I absolutely love studio glass. Like, I just have found over the last few months the most beautiful pieces. This one, I'm not sure how kind of original it is, but I did love it when I saw it. And it's just a dish, one of those shaped glass dishes. It has a heart. I have missed Valentine's Day. It would have been perfect to sell this before Valentine's Day. I actually found it on Valentine's Day, but it's got an inlaid gold or bronzy coloured heart in there, and the glass, it has all its kind of natural bubbling inside. It's just pretty, and they sell beautifully for me. I really do like finding these sort of studio glass pieces. They're really good little finds because they're so unique and different, and they're just handy. You can, they're very tough, but that is perfect for rings, earrings, little trinkets and things. And yeah, people do like those, so keep your eye out for studio glass. Again, completely modern. I'm going to show you in the next video a lot more of my artwork and frames, but this was in the box, and this is just a little metal frame. Enamelled flowers with little diamantive. There's no stones missing from this, which is why I picked it up. You've got to be careful with these, because once there's a stone missing, they're not really that they're not worth having unless they're particularly old, like vintage antique frames. But this isn't. This is quite a modern one, but it's a cutie little coquette fairy core type cottage core frame. People do like these, and for that I'm just checking, I paid £1.50, which is a little bit more than I would normally pay. You can get these at car boot sales for like 20p and stuff, but again, probably a £5-6 piece, so it's not going to take me long to wrap that at all. No energy going into that, but just a nice kind of introductory home decor piece, and it's quality. You know, I don't pick up things that are cheap and shabby. So this is, it's a really sturdy, pretty, beautiful little frame in excellent condition, and somebody I'm sure will love that. And again, quite a modern little piece here, but I like my candle holders and tea light holders, and this is by Viridian, which is a brand that you might have seen where they hand painted glass. It's kind of got a texture. The flower is like raised and then painted, and it's just a little tea light holder. It's actually got the lilac little tea light, but again, small trinkets. I do like having the coloured glass pieces. Most of you probably will just think, well, that's not perhaps for me, but at 90p I thought it was worth picking up, and it is just a little cutie piece. So yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, so that's it for my little haul, part 1 of my thrifting that I did on Friday. I would love to know what you think. Please like and subscribe to the channel. That would really make my day. I'm more than happy to come and make episodes and show you the kinds of things that I look out for when I'm out charity shopping or car booting. You know, these are things that you can save from landfill, and hopefully somebody will like treasure these things, and these sort of special items that you find. So I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know your comments. I'll be back with another episode showing you the frames and the artwork, and I can't wait to see you then. Thanks for watching.